So I just want to do a quick video about my self-love. And not that self-love. And not that self-love either. I'm talking about from in here. Loving myself. So for a lot of years, my whole life, everything's been superficial. Everything's been on the surface. What do I look like? Do I look good? How do I look like in front of other people? It was all out here. I wasn't doing anything on the inside to make myself feel better. I was doing everything on the outside to make myself look a certain way so that I was looking the best I could be so people would accept me. I was getting as big as I could be so no one would ever hurt me. These are all things superficially, but these were also things that I learned on what you do so that people don't hurt you. The bigger I got, do you think anyone would screw with me? No. But at the same time, it was superficial. So when I got in my depression stage there, those 4 years, I went from being someone who was so superficial on everything being on the outside, on how I looked. When I had my downfall and everything started going down, my mind, my body, everything, my health, everything started to decline. So with that too, my hygiene too. I wouldn't even go in the bathroom because there's a mirror in there. I went from somebody who would look at myself if I knew my reflection was in something, I was looking at it. Jokingly or not, I did. If I knew my reflection was going to be in something, I would make sure that I would look at it. But so when I was having my downfall, it so happened that I would get so bad of not having a shower that when I went to go have a shower, I'd have to get into the bathroom, get in the shower, close the curtain, get undressed in the shower with the curtain closed, throw my clothes out, and then turn the water on. Because I just couldn't bear to see myself in the mirror. I couldn't look at myself in the eyes. Couldn't look at my body. I just couldn't bear to look at it. So what did I do to change that? Well, when I was able to finally let go of the trauma that I had and everything, and I was learning to discover myself and love myself, one of the things that I had to do was get in that mirror and look at myself. I had to face myself, look at myself, finally look at myself in the eyes, look at myself, talk to myself. And what I did was, finally, when I had the guts, and it took a long time to do it, but I would try and get in front of the mirror naked, look at myself in the eyes, and tell me that I love me. Tell myself that I look good and that I love myself. The first time I tried it, the first off was just trying to get in the mirror in the first place. The second was getting in front of the mirror with no clothes on. The third was looking myself in the eyes. Look at myself in the mirror with no clothes on. And then finally, look at myself in the mirror, look at myself in the eyes, feeling it from my heart and telling myself that I love me was the weirdest fucking thing I ever did in my life. It was weird. And it scared me, and I ran out of that bathroom so fast. Because I never actually felt anyone say those words to me before and actually meant it the way I said it. And it hit me so hard that I fucking nearly cried to myself, telling myself I love myself. That was very hard. But I did it every day. Forced myself to do it. Knowing, because the more that I did it, the more confidence that I got in myself. Seeing myself for what I was and how I am. I seen my body go down to, so I was I went from 268 pounds, that's the biggest that I was, 268, and I went down to 197 pounds. I wasn't able to look at myself in the mirror. I went from 197 to loving myself, looking in my mirror and seeing that I love that person in that mirror, regardless of what I used to look like or what I may look like in the future. At that moment, that person, that Jeffrey Paul McIntyre, that's who I love. Excuse my arms are getting a little. I got nice looking shoulders, but I get tired from holding a little phone after a while, okay? That's what, kudos to moms to be able to hold those babies for as long as I can. You know, I got some jacked arms, but when people get me to hold their babies, I don't think I can hold those babies as long as those moms can. So kudos to the mom's arms. Okay, back to the point. I was able to love myself for myself as myself. Does that make sense? I hope so. But I love myself by taking the time and loving myself. Every bit of it. Every bit of who and what I've become. I love it. And because of that, now I love myself so much that now I want to do everything I can to make myself healthy and as happy as I can be for the rest of the time that I'm here. And I wish this for everyone else too. It's not easy. Trust me, it ain't easy. It's the weirdest and hardest things I've ever done. But trust me, it'll be the most beneficial and you'll never regret it. All right, let's get out there. I got shit to do. I'm supposed to be at a job right now, but I had to get this out because I felt it, and I hope you guys feel it too. Goodbye.